Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell. Giveaway updates. Really excited for today's video. It's courtesy of my man Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. He sent me a bunch of beer, like a bunch. And he texted me, was it 2 days ago at this point, that he was drinking this. He's like, it's drinking really well right now. So I'm like, well, I better get to it then. This is Hightower Brewing Company. It's called Hopewell Nation. I've had a good number and a good variety of styles of beer from these guys. And I know I have like a coffee stout, a fruited sour ale from them to review still from this box. But yeah, definitely like a lot of styles and stuff. It's a double IPA. Well, it says IIPA, so I don't know if it's an Imperial IPA, a double IPA, what the difference is. 8% ABV. There's no can-on date. But like I said, he just texted me and he's like, it's drinking really well. Oh, and he said there's a lot of sediment, so make sure you roll it. So I did actually like a lot, like to the point where I'm a little nervous to open it. Okay. It's got a beautiful color on it. Get rid of the bubbles. Oh, it's mostly clean glass. Not bad for me. It's lemonade-y. It's hazy lemonade. It's a little lighter than a lot of the hazy IPA, double IPAs I've been drinking lately. I feel like I'm getting redundant in so many of these reviews. I'm like, oh, it's like a burnt orange and there's some yellow on the outside. But this one very much is that like yellow sun lemonade with haze. I love it. Yeah, it's a beautiful glass. It's like light milky. I hate to say even barely off white head. I mean, that's white. Small bubbles. There's some teeny tiny ones, but it's mostly small bubbles. Some legs and a little bit of lacing sticking to the side. Just a beautiful looking beer. It looks very as summer is fleeting away. Yeah, it just looks like summer. You can see aroma. Soft. Well, I shouldn't say soft. Pineapple, but not. It's not like bursting in your face pineapple, but it's obvious pineapple is there. Citrus, orange peel for sure. I think because of the color, I want to say lemon, but I don't think I'm actually getting lemon. I think it is orange is the only citrus. At least I'm getting right now. More of that pineapple. It's kind of like the pineapple and the orange are kind of like fighting for which one's more dominant. Ripe fruits, not like overly ripe, but certainly, at the point where you want to eat them. It is a good aroma. I think it's pretty obvious at first where I was trying to qualify the pineapple I was getting. I got more and more as I kept going back in. It is a really nice aroma. The fact that I only said two things, I feel like sometimes, maybe it's just because I'm doing reviews, like, oh, I only said two things, so it's not as good as other things, but the two things it has are really good. So it's a knock. It's very juicy that way, but yeah, with those two fruits specifically. Get into the taste. Cheers. That is good. That is good. Okay, so it's juicy, but I gotta mention, wonderful level of bitterness. You know you're drinking a beer. I love that. It has a good mouthfeel. It's the bitterness, and there's like a little bit of astringency, so that's helping balance out the sweet fruitiness of it, and it's also because it's so interesting. It has this soft mouthfeel, but then the bitterness and the little bit of astringency, like I don't want to say counterbalance it, but like it's a cool experience because like this is soft. And then you get like a little bit like in the back of your tongue, like I hate to say harshness, but like the experience starts very soft, and it's like, oh, that's not the only thing you're gonna get. and then you get some of that in the back, which I like. You know, it's adding a layer. It's not off-putting, and it's kind of a cool ride. Definitely that pineapple's coming through. Orange. A little bit of nuttiness, which I think is the yeast. I've tried to pinpoint it in a good number of beers, of hazy IPAs, New England style IPAs, old school, especially old school New England IPAs, like your Alchemist Heady Toppers, for example. I get a little bit of like a peanut nuttiness, and I don't think it's a hop because I've gotten it in beers that do not have the same hops. So I think it's a little, it's that little bit of nutty, maybe even like earthy thing. I think is partly, or I shouldn't say partly. I think I'm getting it from the yeast. Maybe it's a malt thing, but I feel like I've had, I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting that thing that I kind of get with Heady Topper and others. There's another, I don't want to say generic tropical fruit, but there's another familiar fruit taste. What is it? It's not, so like I've had a lot of peachy beers, or like I'm perceiving peach and apricot a little more than I used to, probably because I've been eating them more recently, so it's my mind what those things actually taste like. So it's not that, it's not like plummy, it's not berries like maybe a mosaic might kick out. So maybe it's like a papaya, a passion fruit. It's not kiwi, but maybe it's like one of those kind of tropical fruits I don't eat often. It's got like a little bit of something like that. There's also a nice, a little, I like it, and I call it, you know, what it tastes like to me, citric acid, like you might get in a, like a fruit roll up or something. There's a little bit of that on there as well, which I think is very pleasant. I agree, Chris. This is a really good beer. This is definitely drinking well. At 8%, I'm not getting the alcohol, so that's good. It's got the nice mouthfeel. It's got, just like the aroma, it's got some, actually just like the aroma, almost just like the aroma. It's got some really nice pineapple and citrus, specifically orange. There's a couple other things that I was able to pick out of the taste that I didn't get in the aroma, so I like that. Yeah, this is a great beer. I agree, man. This is definitely, from at least the Hightower IPAs I'm remembering, this has to be up there. Yeah, really good. Thanks again, Chris, for sending it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. There's no hype beer reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers. Cheers, everyone.